OMG. I have to break down this broke room situation. And the first thing I want to say is, as a mother, we understand it is difficult and that your children may see things when they're young and young adults in a way that they perceived it, but it was not that way or your intention. That's understood. But you have come on here and bashed out the other side, the other chromosomes that make up your child, and you have put your child's name all into it. And he came on here on his own. He didn't do an interview. He started a channel. He didn't say he hated you ever. He said he loves you. You're his mother. And though he could say many other things, he won't, but he will address things. This young man spoke of food several times. One of his favorite traits of Amy is that she cooks and feeds him. He also spoke that you sat him in front of a television and gave him dry cereal and slept all day because you were up all night. That is all you have given the internet. You fell asleep in bathtubs. Your daughter came on here and you yelled at her about wanting to eat and told her a Lunchable was on the counter. So for you to sit on a panel with a bunch of people who won, let's start with Yikes. Yikes was giving you such good advice. Yeah, he was. He was telling you to get down, don't do this. You should watch it. You should listen to it. Maybe go have a talk with your son offline, not online. But Yikes was one of the reasons your son was defending his sexuality over and over again. Yikes said that you abandoned your son because of his sexuality. So your son is fighting the internet, and you are putting on panel people who are the reason he's fighting the internet. I have no respect for that. I heard the cries of your son, but I also felt for you for a minute because I thought all she has to do is stop this, change this, and she could get her son back. And your son is way more important than anyone on here. That's the truth. Like I said before, there are people who can say, oh, sorry, I just get so disgusted. There are people who can say that they've made mistakes as parents because it's the truth. There's no handbook with it. But for you to come on the internet and bring it to the internet and be mad that the internet is talking about it because your son did the same thing that you do, brought it to the internet. But the difference between him and you was he had to. He had to give his own voice. And here's what I'll tell you. He's a respectable young man. I have personally watched him be bashed on here. Wasn't Sly okay when they were talking about the fact that he had that picture on his Facebook with a weapon? That he was a smoker? Wasn't she okay with that then? You brought up a panel full of people who really don't care. They just want to make the people they don't like look worse. So, how about you listen to your son and listen to that video and see that he's begging you to get off the internet, because really it hasn't helped you. Unless you can count it in dollars, explain to me what's keeping you here. If it's ruining your life and your children are begging, why are you still here? And to all those people who have decided that suddenly we're going to make everyone worse because she did this to herself, then I have a real problem. Her son stated that since he was a child, he has heard nothing but that his father wanted to hurt them. He was abusive. He was terrible. So don't blame the internet for that. Your son stated that he's seen you on a couch, drooling from your mouth. That's nothing to laugh at. That's something to say this is a cry for help. So all those who are enabling that, what about the children? Because if I was in your shoes and my child did that, I couldn't hear anyone but him. no matter what it made me look like, I would hear no one but him. And I damn sure wouldn't be standing on panel with people that once tortured him. He spoke of his friend who gave him a home, who got him a job, who took his life. Well, that's the same friend that some of those people you're on the panel with had no problems talking to his family with about. So, in conclusion, let's stop trying to get the people we're trying to get and address the real issues. All the deflection does nothing, and it helps no one, and it's a cycle. So, I heard your son. I heard him. And I heard you. And I see you're still trying to get clicks, views, cash apps, and everything else. And it's sad. Everyone have a good day. That's my opinion on Broke Room in this situation. I'm not judging anything but what we've seen. That's it. And I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying I definitely would never do this to my children on the internet. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.